Hey guys, it's Sicko here, and today we're going to be reviewing the ULX Sakura. And I do want to preface this review by saying I have bought many Finalmouse products over the years. And while I was once a fan, nearly all of them came with some kind of QC issue. I even picked up the first batch of the ULX, which is probably one of the worst mouse releases of all time for me personally. The quality control on the batch 1 ULX was just absolutely atrocious. For the price tag that I paid, just embarrassing. So the Sakura edition is a big step forward in terms of quality, but it's going to be a very long road before I take Finalmouse products seriously again. But without further ado, let's get into the review. The ULX Sakura carries the same familiar shape as previous Finalmouse releases. It's small, lightweight, and clearly made for claw and fingertip users. At 40 grams, it feels effortless to move and highly responsive during gameplay, making it one of the more comfortable ultralight shapes for precise aim. And I can confidently say that the final mouse shape is truly one of the best mouse shapes to ever release. Although buying a Finalmouse mouse is a roll of the dice, I cannot wholeheartedly recommend that you buy their products because you really don't know if you're going to get a mouse that at least meets the bare minimum in terms of quality control. But if you're willing to take that chance, then you're taking a chance on trying one of the best shapes ever. The main clicks are sharp, fast, and satisfyingly tactile. Classic Finalmouse quality, clean feedback, and minimal pre-travel. Although after spending a lot of time with the Sakura, the main clicks did start to feel sticky. Although I can't really find anything wrong with the main clicks, it could be just 100% happening in my head. But they do feel sticky to me, and I don't like it. But right off the box, it was, or is, still very good. So the stickiness, I don't know if that'll happen to you. I don't know if it's just in my head, but that's how it felt over time. The side buttons are slim but accessible, offering rock solid response without any wobble. The scroll wheel has a light, crisp feel with precise steps, which I like very much, though it could benefit from a slightly firmer resistance for control. As for the extras, the ULX comes with custom firmware optimization, seamless wireless performance, and the signature final sensor implementation, all wrapped into one of the lightest mouse shells ever made. The build quality on this batch is finally solid. No flex, no creaks, and the overall structure feels genuinely premium, but the color completely ruins it. The pink is dull, flat, and lifeless. Missing the soft vibrance you'd expect from something named Sakura. It doesn't capture the cherry blossom look at all. Instead, it looks like something you'd find in a bargain bin for $5. On a mouse this well built, the kind of color execution feels cheap and out of place, turning what could have been a standout design into something that looks unfinished. Now, in terms of sensor, wireless, and performance, I am happy to report that performance exactly what you'd expect from a flagship Finalmouse. Flawless. The final sensor combined with the low latency wireless gives you a near zero delay and pixel perfect tracking, although, of course, I'm only using my personal experience with the mouse. I have no scientific way to measure these things, but I've had no issues with the sensor whatsoever. As with every other mouse I've tried this year, it's just great. right? It feels effortless whether you're making micro adjustments in Valorant or fast flicks in Call of Duty. There's no spin out, no smoothing, and the stability remains consistent even under rapid movement. It's 100% tuned for top end competitive performance and feels every bit like it. It's just so unfortunate that the color is just absolutely atrocious and it hurts my eyes to look at. Finalmouse also does have a web app called Xpanel, which you can access quite easily. It's fast, intuitive, and doesn't require any downloads. You can adjust the DPI, polling rate, debounce, and lift-off distance directly in your browser. It's simple and clean, and honestly, one of the better web apps I've used for a mouse, purely because it's so simple and easy to use. Now for some pros and cons. Pros, great overall build quality, lightweight and balanced shape. Like I said, one of the best shapes of all time. Strong sensor performance, and an excellent web app. For cons, of course, like I said many times, extremely disappointing color. Probably one of the ugliest mice I've ever seen in my entire life. It's just, I could go on all day about how ugly the color of this mouse is. And it's also expensive. $175 before taxes and shipping for this. It's a joke. But if you want to try a great mouse shape, then yes. Although I think this is already sold out almost everywhere. Now, should you buy? At $175, the ULX Sakura finally shows progression in terms of Finalmouse's quality control, but it still misses the mark. The performance and build quality are solid, but the pink finish looks cheap and uninspired. For a company that used to define premium design, this feels more like a collector's piece than a serious mouse. Unless you're deep into Finalmouse nostalgia, this is not worth the price.